How is it going, guys, and welcome to the Olufemi channel. We're a group of teachers that want to shore up your video production skills in as little time as possible. And guys, we have a treat for you today. Quinn Murphy made a product ad in just 1 hour.
I'm gonna try to conceptualize, shoot, and edit a product video in under an hour. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. It might be horrible, it might not work, but I'm gonna try and get something done, probably like a 15-second commercial in an hour. I just went into my kitchen and I pulled these. First thing I saw, pink and white cookies from Trader Joe's. These slap, by the way. Definitely recommend, 10 out of 10. It's literally opened already, half eaten, so we don't have much product to work with. Like usually when you shoot a product, you have multiple quantities of that product so that you can play around with it and shoot. So we just have one and we have a handful of cookies. Since I only have an hour, I'm gonna come up with my idea on the spot. My behind the scenes filming might be kind of terrible just because I want to get it done and actually challenge myself. I don't have anything set up. It's just gonna be me, no other help. And I don't want anyone thinking I'm scamming this. So I am gonna set a timer for an hour and let the games begin. So first thing I'm gonna do is start with setting up because I have absolutely nothing set up. Usually I have my lights and stuff ready to go, but I'm really trying to push myself to the edge here. I'm gonna start with just a basic setup. I'm gonna do a pink background for this because pink and white goes with the brand, looks fun, exciting. Chaotic already. I also realized I don't know if any of my cameras are charged. So far it's been 5 minutes. I'm already panicking. So my goal is to get all my shooting done in 30 minutes and all my editing done in 30 minutes. I'm gonna start with my opening and closing shots, basically like my hero shots, and then go from there. I think I want to incorporate some stop motion as well. I'm gonna start with some very bright and full lighting, which, by the way, I have quite a few different lighting setups in my product course, productvideoschool.com. It's a little bit of a shameless plug. So this doesn't look good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the cookies to fill out the little spaces here so that they look a little bit better. I'm using fake ice cubes to stack up these cookies so that they fill out the box, because right now they're not filling out the whole box. So that already looks a little bit better. I wish I had a lot more of these cookies because I would stack them all around, but I have like 3 of them. This is what we're working with now. It's just flat. Like I need to add some elements to it to make it more interesting, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. If I had more cookies, I would literally fill out the whole frame with that, but we're looking a little short on cookies. So I'm gonna see quickly how it looks with a white foreground and a pink background, because that could also add a little bit more, create a more dynamic image. I think that's a little bit better. So I think this is a little bit better. I'm gonna see how it looks in camera, but what I'm also gonna do is now I'm gonna be able to add a backdrop glow. I also am gonna try and add an acrylic sheet under it to add some reflection. It might not work for this sort of branding, but yeah, that looks a lot better. I've got 40 minutes left and I haven't even gotten my first shot. I'm adding a backlight onto the backdrop. Let's see, put this under here to add a nice little glow. Now I'm gonna add an overhead light. So this is gonna be our opening and closing shot, or maybe one or the other, we'll see. I'm gonna do some push-ins, all handheld. Time check, we got 35 minutes left. First shot is done. So I'm gonna do a few different overhead shots, maybe a stop motion of them kind of coming in, and then a throwing. So I think I wanna do sprinkles, throwing up in the air, cookie cracking, and stop motion of them coming into frame. So I have some sprinkles here. I'm gonna save this for last because it's gonna be messy to clean up. All right, stop motion is done. That took only a few minutes, thankfully. 26 minutes left, a little bit behind schedule. I'm gonna throw some sprinkles up into the camera, shoot it at 120 frames per second. Or you know what? I kind of have an idea where I'm gonna throw the sprinkles up, and then I'm gonna throw the cookies up, and then transition them together. So I'm gonna do the cookies first. Trying this as many times as I can until I get it at least decently right. And then we're gonna do a sprinkle shot. I'm gonna try and get this in one take. We'll see how it looks. All right, we got that. And while I have this set up, I'm gonna do like a breaking shot really up close. I literally have like 20 minutes left. And that's a wrap, just done filming. Let's see if we can edit a commercial in 20 minutes. Not literally 20 minutes left. I'm gonna clock out here and just hone in on this. See if we can actually do this editing in 20 minutes. And we're done. Here's what we got. So I'm gonna walk you guys through my timeline really quickly so you can see how I pulled this together in about 20 minutes. So my first shot is that opening shot. So I slowed the shot down to 20% and then added some speed ramping in the beginning here, as you can see, with a little whoosh sound effect, help add to the visual cue of the speed ramping. And then for the stop motion, I went in, I edited all these photos in Lightroom. So I actually shot this in reverse, right? So I had all my cookies laid out and then I took each one away, took a photo of each one. And so I have this sequence here, nested, and then I reversed it and sped it up and then went in and added some scaling and rotation so that we just had a little movement as they come into frame. For the cookies breaking, I just slowed these down, added a little bit of a push in, and then added some crunch sound effects. For the sprinkles and the cookie shot, I actually reversed this. If I had it, my hands would be in it as I'm throwing up the sprinkles and cookies. So I reversed it, slowed it down to 20%, and then I just cut them together kind of at similar points. I also added a little ding, kind of like they're done baking here between the sprinkles and the cookies. It gives you kind of like an oven baking effect, which I like. For the sprinkles here, I added like a little bead sound effect. And then had the cookies fall into the ground, so I just did a little push in. Especially when they land, I added even more of a push, as you can see here, which just like emphasize kind of the landing. Obviously just kind of a push out at the end. So yeah, that's my timeline. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this for an hour of everything. Obviously, if I had some more time, I could flesh out my thoughts and shots, add some more kind of staging and make the product look a little bit more appetizing. I immediately found music that I liked. I wanted something that was quick enough beat it, and as I was about to pull music, I realized that I had this song already saved. So that saved me a lot of time. So I went with that. I knew it'd be really quick cuts. Stop motion, I immediately started editing my photos in Lightroom, exported them, and then I started pulling sounds as I was editing. It was kind of fun. Like, I haven't challenged myself like that in a while, and I think it forces creativity whenever you have like some sort of constraint, whether it's your time, your resources, your setups. It forces you to try and like make something out of nothing. I'd rather focus a little bit less time on that opening shot and more time on getting some kind of cool dynamic shots with the cookies themselves in hindsight. But I'd be curious to know what you guys think, if you think this actually looks decent and you could see as an ad, or if it kind of is trash. I'd actually would love if other people did this, like see if you could shoot something and edit something in like an hour and what you could come up with. Thanks for watching me on this hour-long journey. Here's the aftermath. Also, what's cool is like these lighting setups and techniques and things are all stuff that I touch upon in my product video course, productvideoschool.com. You can check it out. I have been adding more content to it pretty much every month. Check that out if you're interested in creating stuff like this, maybe not within an hour, but content that is similar and that you can make money from. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Guys, we have finished yet another incredible tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, remember to keep it chill.